if any man come to me and hate not his father and his mother and his sisters and his brethren and his wife and his children, yea, even his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Oh, yeah.
We need to be careful when we allow for crowds to stand in our way, when we allow for things to stand in our way, that we're unable to overcome to see Jesus.
Amen.
The Bible says in verse number 33, he says, so likewise, whosoever he be that forsaketh not all that he had, he can't be my disciple. In other words, if it's not people, then it might be some stuff, but whatever it is, we don't allow for anything to hinder us from overcoming to see Jesus. Is that all right?
Amen. Amen.
You see, in this day and time, there are some things that we must overcome to see Jesus.
Amen.
Is that all right?
Oh, yeah.
There's some things that we must overcome if we're
Oh,
going
yeah.
to see Jesus in the spiritual arena. Amen. It's important. It's important that we recognize this. There are some things in this spiritual arena that would hinder us from overcoming the crowd to see Jesus. And I want to point out this morning, if I can, just a couple of things that would hinder us and prevent us, if you would, from obeying the gospel of Jesus Christ. You got to understand the whole purpose, the whole mission of man on this planet. Solomon said is to fear God.
Amen.
And to keep his commandments. That's the whole duty of man, to fear God and keep his commandments. And so when we look at it in the spiritual arena, there are some things, church, that we must overcome. Any person who whether you're in the body or not in the body, there are some things that we need to overcome if we're going to see Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
Anyone will overcome the crowd to see Jesus, one must overcome the crowd of philosophers. You see, a philosopher is one who seeks wisdom and enlightenment. There is nothing wrong with wisdom and enlightenment, but if this wisdom and enlightenment is contrary to the wisdom and enlightenment of God, then that wisdom is in vain. Am I right about it? Amen. You see, the crowd of philosophers say that the majority is right. Amen. That the greater number is right. I want you to know, they said the larger it is, the more righteous it is. I beg to differ on that. Numbers has nothing to do with it. Am I right about it? We've heard that old saying, all of these people can't be wrong. I want us to know that numbers has nothing to do with it. I want you to know that God does not concern himself with crowds. Amen. But what he concerns himself with is obedience. Am I right about it? He's not so concerned about this great number, this multitude of people doing a certain thing a certain way. What he wants is obedience. And if that whole multitude is doing the right things, he's with the multitude. But if not, he's not concerned about numbers.
Amen.
Let me show you what I'm talking about. In Matthew chapter 7 and the verses number 30.